We're asking you to send us voice notes primarily on who you vote for this election year and why. 054
Good morning, Bernard. This is John, the boat driver. This is John, the boat driver. So, I am speaking from my personal reality, and I can tell you that if the situation was like this before this government came in terms of the economy, I'm not sure even the free senior high school they will be able to even implement it in this current shape and form. If what we experienced we couldn't, and so we voted out JDM, then this one Baumia shouldn't stand even 10% chances of winning. He shouldn't. Then as for that reason, I am voting him out. If we brought you here when fuel as a boat driver, I wasn't spending too much on fuel. I was earning something handsomely, and so for now I am spending close to 60% of my earnings as a boat driver on fuel alone. I'm spending close to 60% on it. I've not even spoken about the oil, the other parts and stuff. And if I have to endure this, then please, there is nothing enticing about this situation. And so I'll just vote them out because it is not going well with me. I am a Ghanaian. I am feeling it. It doesn't have to be with my party. It has to be with how I am feeling. And trust me, there is nothing pleasant about the current feeling that as a Ghanaian I am feeling. There is nothing pleasant about it. I can't even give myself the best of life. I can't afford anything for myself because the little I get all goes into cost of servicing. So please, if you ask whom am I voting for and why am I voting for him, well, I'm voting back JM. Why? Because at least he showed that the little that he got at the time, he was able to do something meaningful with it. Now, all they talk about is free senior high school. Put free senior high school aside, they can't pinpoint any one thing that they have done.
Good morning, CBS. This is Yakub from Tama. I am not a decided voter, and none of them is really giving. I don't see myself voting for any of them yet, but I know I'm turning out. I know I'll be voting on December 7th. But for who I'm voting for, I don't know yet. None of them is giving me the message I want to hear. It's basically like the same old stories, so much promises, but lesser fulfillment. That is my fear. And last elections was my first, and I voted for the MPP. And this year, I'm really disappointed. I'm very disappointed in the last 4 years. And turning around to the NDC or any of the other political parties, I'm not seeing them having what it takes for me to vote for them. Mahama 24-hour economy, I don't even know how this man is going to implement it. Nothing is clear. It's just a talk, and I'll turn out, probably increase the vote turnout, spoil my ballot, and then just go home. Probably.
Good morning, Bernard and team. I sent an earlier voice message saying that I'm going to vote for NDC this time around because I feel that between the two parties, that is NPP and NDC is the lesser evil. Bernard, it's not that I am not enlightened. I'm quite enlightened and I've read through some of the policies of the two parties. But I feel that having witnessed the reigns of NDC and NPP, to me, both parties are virtually the same. They say a lot of things, they come and then they do worse. However, if you look at the two administrations, looking at the fact that NDC has ruled the country in the past and NPP has also taken over the reins, if I compare the two, I feel the corruption and the MPP and the sort of state capture and the MPP is quite serious. And I feel that NDC, if even they would do such a thing, would be quite considerate to the ordinary Ghanaian. So I'm voting for NDC because I feel it's a lesser evil. Thank you.
Hello, Bernard and Tim. Good morning. Yes, so I've been listening to you right after closing from work. I just go home, and it's sad with the man's issue. You know, Ghana doesn't honor its heroes, and it's the main reason why some of us, or most of us, we left, because there is no future. There is no future. You stay there, you live there, and then you die poor. The little you've accrued, government would later on come and claim a whole sort of stuff and then take it away from you. Reason why we left. So, yeah, that's it. Whatever happens should happen. Some of us, we are gone. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm voting for Baumia because of my children. Because I think about my children's future. And I think about what the country will be in future. The new technology is what is trending in this world at the moment. So I can rely on somebody who thinks about the future and who can plan well for the future and for my children as well. And that person, I believe, is Dr. Baumia.
Bernard, good morning to you and your crew. I believe strongly that all of the politicians who have been campaigning, both the ex-president and then the current government, they've all disappointed us. And so for me, if you ask me, I would say we should just go and then try our luck. Whoever you feel like voting for, you just vote and then leave the rest to God. Because when they need power, they see all kind of things. But when they get it, they forget the things that they see on the political platform. So we leave them to God. Their judgment is very near. This is Dr. Kofi Annan from Dakuman. Thank you so much.
Our drainage system were very bad, and now it's all good, running. Digitalization has been the major thing in this country and the major thing in the world. So I believe Baumia got what it takes to be the president now. And you and I were not there was a big message for us to know that this man is our leader in future. Thank you.
Don't keep me waiting.
Good morning, Bernard and team. I have been listening to your program, and I think most of the time you have emphasized that Ghana's problem is economic. It's an issue of economics. And between the two political parties, I mean, like the main party, NDC and NPP, their leaders, one of them is an economist and the other is a communicator. I mean, that's, and the summary best describes these leaders, that one is a communicator and one is an economist. So I think I would choose the economist, because if our problems are basically economical, then we need an economist to help solve them. There are people who raise the argument that Baumia said if the fundamentals are wrong, your CD exchange rate will expose you. That is fantastic. If it is true, then it tells us that he has some form of knowledge or wisdom to let you know that if the fundamentals are wrong, then your CD rate will expose you. So I think it is better for somebody who taught us that knowledge to be in power, so we can, with that knowledge he has given, we can always hold them accountable.
Good morning, Bernard. Good morning, CBS team. Bernard, I think this kind of hypocrisy of him and we Ghanaians needs to change. This boat driver who first just came, when Mahama was a president, where was boat? You see, you don't come out and then speak lies like that. When Mahama was a president, during Mahama's time, where was Bolt? Bolt was not in existence. Even during the end, the latter part of Mahama, that was when Uber started even incorporated. Where was Bolt? Why do we like that? Now, if you are saying some things, get the actual facts and then write and then do stick on it, and then don't do propaganda. We should stop this thing. The hypocrisy is too much. You are claiming that Mahama this, Mahama that. Was Mahama has become a vice president and a president? Has Bawumia been a president? When you say, let us be factual, is Bawumia the president of the country? Don't let us stop being partisan and speak the facts and the truth, and then let people learn. And we should stop all these things. If you want to vote, speak why you want to vote for a particular person, but don't.
I would say I'm confused. I wanted to vote for Bawumia just because of the senior high program. But coming to think of it, Ghana being a Christian country with over 70% being Christians, to vote for a Muslim man to head this country.
Good morning, Bernard. Good morning to everyone else in the studio. My name is Joe. I'm speaking from Tema. A little angle to my response to your question. I've been working with the Electoral Commission as a temporary official since 2000. Since 2004, I've never voted for any party. I mean, I've never voted, yes. Sometimes I'm posted to the same station that I registered, but I never bothered to vote. Now, the top two candidates, just as we've had since the inception of the 1992 Constitution, it's been NDC, NPP, NDC, yes. And the disappointments have been so much, which has somehow been the reason for some of us staying out. But, Bernard, coming December 7, I'm going to vote by God's grace. I'm voting. And the choice for me, it's not between a good candidate and a bad candidate. For me, it is an issue of two evils. I am voting for the less evil. That's all. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm urging Ghanaians who, I don't know who I'm voting, I won't vote. Please, I used to be, or I am in the same soup with you. I am in the same category with you. But brother, my sister, think. One, if both will hurt you, and one is going to hurt you more than the other, please vote for the less evil one. Because in the last 8 years, we've tasted something we've never tasted before. It is too much. Thank you very much.